shell buddies, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a fun fossil-filled adventure out to Egmont Key. Boy, oh boy. How fun is this? Look at the little nose sticking out. There's a nice fossil oyster right there. Look at that guy. There's what I've been looking for. Oh my goodness. Egmont Key sits in the mouth of Tampa Bay itself and is only accessible by boat. And you used to be able to get onto that boat at the bottom of Fort Desoto near the dog beach. But after Ian and Nadelia, when things were wrecked up, they moved it up to the north boat launch. Then when they got that other area opened back up again, you were able to take a shorter trip to get across the channel to go to Egmont. Then Helene and Milton came. And now we're taking off back from the north end of Fort Desoto again, going through where Shell Key and Fort Desoto are to get out to Egmont Key. And not only are we going to find fossils, but we're going to see manatees. We are at the Fort Desoto boat launch, heading for Egmont Key today. Egmont Key has recently just opened back up after heavy damage from the Helene and Milton 1-2 punch we got last fall. As you can see, maybe not with this camera, but the dock is still a bit damaged over here. This is where we used to board. We'll be going under this one next door here. Yeah, let's just see for the fun of it what's washing up around here on the edge. Big pelicans flying around all over. Hopefully today we'll get a chance to see some of those great white pelicans, the ones that come and visit here on their migration paths. There's the pelican again. Oh, he just went behind that mangrove, which I'm happy to see. That nice red mangrove here. Let's take a look. Sort of illustrates a little bit what we were talking about in the longboat video about how the root systems work and how everything all tangles around everything else kind of in a way that it holds together. Now you'll notice there's nothing here but rock. There was at one point some over here sand, but of course a lot of that got moved around. But you can see how tangled and dense these root systems are, and that's how they help protect the coastline. And it'd be interesting to see what Shell Key looks like at the bottom, because we're gonna pretty much go out the channel right past it.
Between both.
Yeah, so we'll be able to see the top of DeSoto, the bottom of Shell Key, and of course Egmont when we get there. Let's see if the bird does let me say hi. I mean, you know, within reason. We got a duck over here. So you don't have to be mad. There's plenty of water, buddy. Lots of room. Lots of room. Wow. Man, that is beautiful. Oh, hello. I switched to my iPhone to be able to zoom in on that duck. And there's a beautiful little young snowy egret here. Still kind of yellow on the backs of his legs. He's a juvenile. He's a little flustered right now. I had to switch to the iPhone so I could zoom in because my macro lens on the GoPro won't actually do that. So we switched over to the phone, and then I had to drop the audio track out because there was somebody with a very loud radio in their car very close to us. I can't believe the birds didn't take off with all that racket. Look at that magnificent white heron. What a gorgeous bird. Oh my gosh. Did you know that they were almost hunted to extinction because in Victorian times, ladies liked their plumage for hats? Yeah, they had to be protected. Now they are, and they're absolutely stunningly beautiful birds. Like their plumage on them instead. So this duck's over here pretending not to watch what's going on with these two larger birds. The heron sort of swooped in and took a spot where the egret had been walking around. See, he's hunting there looking for little snacks and whatever. and the egret, being younger and smaller, gave way and moved over, but he got his nose a little bit out of joint about it. He's about to come flying back into the picture here any second. There he is, a little miffed. Oh my gosh, that bird is so gorgeous. Oh, there's our egret. Mildly annoyed, wanted back into the snack shack. The duck's like, I'm minding my business, I'm out of it. Oh, he's just so magnificent. I can't take my eyes off him. Boy, there's sure a lot of oyster shells here. Let the shelling begin. John found a little marginella before we even leave. Could be modern, could be fossil, hard to say. Pretty good sized for a marginella, so it might be a fossil. Nice. Before we boarded the boat, I snapped a picture of this map of Egmont Key, and this shows you where some of the ruins are, where the trails are to get across the island, and what places in the island that you can actually go visit, because part of this is closed off due to being a bird sanctuary. The areas that you see in red were actually damaged by the storm and closed off for now. We boarded up. I think the boat holds 49 people actually, and started on our way. So you sort of meander a little bit in between Shell Key and where Fort Desoto is. Oh, there's me and John. Hi, everybody. And you can see all around, like there's the Don Caesar over there. This would be over on the Shell Key side here. That's the top of Fort Desoto. It gets quite a collection of boats hanging out at the top of Desoto, actually. Now, on this trek through this channel to get out to Egmont, you typically will see a lot of wildlife, and we're about to see manatees. Manatee right there.
On my jet ski to and from work. Got it all figured out. Pardon my. Oh, yep, manatee. Right, nice spot, guys.
Good eye, John.
All right, I'm gonna stop and we're gonna go look at manatee for a second.
Nice.
Way better.
That's awesome.
We love the manatees. Right by those signs. Oh, there's a little one too. Yay! Oh, awesome. Good morning, manatees.
I don't know where they went.
Right here around this pole.
From time to time I dream that I'm a manatee. Undulating underneath the sea. Unshackled by the chains of idle vanity.
First person who guesses who sings this gets a free snack from the snack bar.
John Lithgow. Yeah.
As I nose along the cozy ocean floor. And meals and
Oh, we scared it away, I guess.
There were three of them.
One of them looked like a baby.
I'm every bit as
Oh,
wrinkled as my
little ripple right there.
They're right here. Coming up.
They're right here. Right there. Ah, that's so cool. I think there's a big one and a mama.
I think there's three of them. Of a manatee. I never fail.
Oh man, that is super cool. Look at the little nose sticking out. Oh, I love manatees so much. And the chubby mermaids.
See him? There's the right side. Oh, there's more. There's three. One, two, three, four, five.
4 or 5. see you. That was amazing. Oh, that was awesome. Awesome. So let's learn a little more about the Florida manatees. Well, actually, they're a West Indian manatee. There's 3 different types, and then there's dugongs, which are related to them. But as far as manatees go, there's only about 13,000 or so estimated left to be alive in this neck of the world. So they are endangered and they are protected, and you're not supposed to harass them. They eat basically seagrasses and, incidentally pick up a couple of shellfish along the way and eat those sometimes too. They are really beautiful, majestic creatures, but they don't swim very fast, only about 19 miles an hour tops, and they get hit by boats often, resulting in these big scars that you see. They are such beautiful, sweet, gentle creatures that it's impossible even to describe it. But you have a chance, but one place in the entire country that you can actually go swim with them, and that's in Crystal River, Homosassa Springs area, up near the Big Bend in Florida. I had the chance to do this back in 2017. That's me. A guide took these pictures of me with this manatee. This one kept pushing its face into me until I scratched its chin and gave him a scratch on the nose. Oh, he was just so wonderful. And the manatees are smart. I mean, they could tell because I was up and down in the water instead of straight across the top, that something was different. And they kept swimming under my butt and bumping me to the surface like they would with a calf or an injured one of their own. And it was just the most moving, incredible experience. I actually had another one who was begging me to scratch his back, and then when I did, he was so happy, he took my arm with his flipper and actually kicked with his tail and took me about 15 feet through the water, which scared me a little, so I tapped him and he let me go, and then came right back and just loved on me. It was amazing. Life-changing. And I strongly suggest if you have the opportunity to do it, you should try it, because it will change your life when you realize just how close, intelligent, curious, and sweet and in tune these creatures are with all life around them. Now, locally, if you want to see some in my area, the best place to do that is at the Tico plant at the Apollo Beach Manatee Observation Center, where they collect in the winter time, where the clean, warm water outflow is, so they can stay warm and survive through the winter.
Over to the right here, you guys, this is Shell Key. This is where our other ferry boat goes.
How far this
If you're
comes out
into
now.
camping,
Wow.
you can primitive camp over there. Then we got Egmont Key to the left here, now attached to Fort Desoto, but it's the party island in the area. Usually a few hundred
Redneck
bucks
Riviera.
around there. All the free entertainment.
That's
you could
so
ask
different. Oh my
for.
gosh.
Known as Fort Dade. We'll talk a little bit more about that here shortly. In the meantime, since we're getting a little bit closer, we're going to ask that if you get or need anything from the galley, you do it now, do it shortly before we get to the island. Again, once we get closer, we are going to shut it down for safety purposes. Most likely these guys are tarpon fishing.
Out here looking for tarpon,
If you don't know what a tarpon is, if you look out in the water and you see a big silvery sea serpent looking thing roll over, that's a tarpon for you. It's a pelagic fish, a trophy fish. You don't keep them, you can't even pull them out of the water. You gotta keep them in the water and then they release them. Alright, so let's go over some walking options for you guys. I'm gonna try and give you a little sense of direction. Here to the right, this is the very north tip of the island, you guys. The right side is going to be your west side, and this side that we're on, the left side, sorry if we get a little wet here, is going to be the east side. We drop it off on this east side, just like I said, majority of the people go over to the west side. It's going to be your best activities today with this one. I'm too nice. Hang on to the railing, and when we're coming back, if it looks really steep, if you do not have ankle straps or ankle supported shoes, flip-flops, slides, take them off before you come up the ramp. Most importantly, have a wonderful time, you guys.
All right, babe, what do you say we take a right and look at the shell situation and just walk it, and we'll see. And if there ain't nothing, then we'll cut through.
Now, we'll just go around. We got 3 hours.
Woo!
Can I pass that down for you?
I'm actually kind of using it.
Yep, I totally understand. gonna sway just a bit, but we're right here with you.
Steeper than usual. Shouldn't be so bad on the way back with the tide up, right? We'll see. Okay, back on Egmont Key. Been almost a year since we've been out here, and we've already got a range of clam and a moon snail. Awesome.
Oh shit, my bag.
Did you?
My
You,
bag.
you put it in the backpack?
Yep.
There you go. Whoa, whoa, hang on, hang on.
Okay.
You gotta let me tighten that thing first, babe, so the stuff doesn't fall out. And is it a ram's horn?
It's no good.
Oh no, it's a banded mystery snail, a broken banded mystery snail. Very cool. Alright, I'm gonna angle this
Hold
down.
that for a second,
Okay.
because I gotta put my bag on.
Ooh, I see something down there. I think I see something good. Ooh. Yeah. Oh no, he's broken. Oh, bummer. But we do have a little spotted slipper there. And a little itty bitty baby clam. There seems to be quite a good bit of shells here on the edge and a little bit on the higher line above us. Oh look, it's a golf ball sponge, they call these. Little golf ball sponge. And a piece of junk, and oh, we know what that is. Lugworm egg casing. I'm so glad I learned that on the Carefree Learner trip. There's a little egg cockle right there in front of me. A little painted egg cockle, how pretty. Isn't that cute? It's so delicate. Now, a few times when I've been here, this back side of the island's been real good for smalls and for some interesting stuff. But last time I was here, we found similes up there on the other side. Yeah. Broken talon. Oh my gosh, all the tops are blown out of them, but yeah, they're all over. Oh, look at the ram's horns, John.
I know.
Look at these guys.
Look, I got one.
Wow, are they nice?
Look.
Wow. Awesome. There's a little fragile mackerel there. And
Yeah, we're gonna have fun.
a mystery snail that's not broken. Awesome. This is the banded mystery snail. Now, if you take a look in the Peterson book of Southern Florida's fossil seashells, you will find both this ram's horn snail and the banded mystery snail. They are both freshwater snails. They are not marine fossils. They are freshwater fossils, but they're marine adjacent. And they used to have big inland freshwater seas in Florida at one time. And you can check this book out for some more information on that. Now, you may not know this, but Egmont Key is actually a known fossil spot. You can find shark's teeth out there. You can find these banded mystery snails in the ram's horn, which are freshwater snail fossils. You can also find Semolina seminoles, the rangia clams, the big fossil quahogs like the size of your head, and leafy oysters, fossil chunks of coral. There's all kinds of cool stuff out at Egmont. It's a neat spot. And I surmise that it used to be a freshwater inland lake back in the days when Florida was less underwater than it is now. Of course, now where Egmont is, it's sitting at the mouth of Tampa Bay right in the saltwater. But that was not always the case. And that book that I showed earlier by Dr. P will kind of explain a little bit about how some of these water levels going up and down change things around a lot. So we have freshwater lakes that were all over a much bigger area of Florida, because Florida was a lot bigger then, and there was a big one down by Miami. There's another one further up and inland. So it's neat if you want to research into that a little bit. But just know that if you go out to Egmont Key, you will find some cool fossils if you know what you're looking for. We're gonna have a good time out here. Here's another one. Broken pieces of sand dollar too, and I was told that they renourish the top of this island, so there might be all kinds of fun stuff. Look at this bubble. He's a big boy. And then we got some more stuff over here. That might be one of the biggest ram's horns I've ever seen out here. Whoa, he's huge. Big banded mystery snail here. One of the moons. A little small ram's horn. A little baby banded mystery. Bigger one, but his top is broken. And then this is the Semolina Seminole, I think. We only ever see these guys really out here. Cool. All right, so a fun start so far here on Egmont. We really haven't barely left the boat ramp. Well, I mean ramp. There's not a ramp. I mean, basically we just got dropped off and they're taking off and leaving. So here's a broken lace murex. Look at that. Oh, is it a lace? Or is it a regular? I don't know. He might be a regular one. It's pretty torn up though. So we'll leave him here. These ram's horns though are killing it. And these mystery snails. Oh my gosh. So many of them. And since this is the only place we can get them, I'm probably going to collect quite a few of these today. Yeah, the colors on them are fabulous. Wow.
Yeah.
Really awesome. How pretty. Nice to see Egmont Key again, knowing what it went through this fall, what this whole area went through. With the storm surge for both Helene and Milton, there was probably at any given point a number of feet of water over most of this. It's a story with that whelk. Oh.
Oh, nope, don't.
Only half a whelk. But he did look like a fossil. Now speaking of fossils, there was a huge pile of them here the last time we were here. I don't know if it's still there. Golly, look at this. They are all over the place, these things. I'm so excited to come here and get some of them because, again, the only place we can get them. And the colors. Look at the colors. Oh my gosh. Wow. So many nice ones. And they're everywhere you look. Look at this. And the ram's horns, gosh. Some of them are so nice. Boy, oh boy. How fun is this? I'm so excited I'm dropping shells, for heaven's sakes. So what we're seeing a lot of, besides the mystery snails and the ram's horns, which I'm gaga over right now because we don't see those guys at all often. There's two more lovely ones. We've got a lot of this, a lot of broken pieces of sand dollar. We've got a lot of these smaller Atlantic giant cockles. There's some pricklies out here, a lot of surf clams. There's a fragile mactra there. And we're seeing a few of the like scallops and stuff, but not a lot. We always find different stuff than what we normally see out here, which is what makes coming here fun. I can't get enough of these. Oh my gosh, I just love these. They're so beautiful. Such a beautiful little shell. Oh my golly. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Little clam with a hole in the back. Ooh. Broken rock snail, huh. Interesting. So this area's got lots and lots of that stuff. Oh, I don't want to break a bunch by stepping. There's some nicely colored ones. Really pretty. A little juvie fighting conch. Pieces of whelk. So starting to see a few different things over here as we make our way closer to the top end of Egmont Key. Hey honey, I left my scoop someplace, I think. I dropped my scoop somewhere. Do you see it? I don't see it. All right, point me in the right direction.
Stop right there and grab them. Those two really nice hangers.
Uh-huh. That one's broken, but that one's good. And that one's good.
I'll give you
Where did I leave my scoop?
straight that way.
Gosh, I don't know how you saw that. I don't even see it. Thank you, babe. Oh, over. Wow. Oh. Oh, broken pear whelk. Maybe we'll find some of those today, too. These guys are so cool. Gosh. Okay, I could go crazy on just these, but I want to look and see what else there is. Oh, there's a piece of a fossil spindle. Ooh, missed it. There it is. Piece of a fossil spindle there. And the last time we were here, there was a really big pile of fossils. So we'll see if it's still there when we explore around a little. A little crab shell right there. Good to see you again, Egmont. Kind of having fun already. Ooh, my. Okay, so here we have some fossil coral. Tampa Bay, very well known for agatized coral, which is a nice fossil that forms agates and honey calcite inside of it. So I know that this would be an okay piece to collect because it is a fossil. This is not a modern coral. And look at that collection of big Titan acorn barnacles. Those are cool. I'm gonna take those too. I'd like to see what else is mixed in with them besides just slippers. That's what I'm seeing mostly. Ooh. And a little baby fossil pear whelk. And another fun ram's horn, and he's in good shape. Fantastic. Now, we were told on the boat that the north part of this was renourished recently. So I'm hoping that means it'll translate out to some more fun shells.
Wow.
Oh, he's a big boy. Did you find something kind of neat and different?
Different for here.
Oh, a little cone, a little Florida cone, it looks like. No, maybe not. It's got some spots. He might be a fossil, babe. That's a cool piece. Yeah, I'll keep that. Alright, so I'm looking down in between here to see if there's anything fun. Not seeing too much different, honestly. Base scallops and stuff. Wait a second, what do we got here? Canthers. An old beat up one. Wow. He's not in fabulous shape, but he's different. So I'll keep him. Hey. Hello, crown conch. Bad crown conch. Really rough. But a crown conch. They like bays, so we might have a chance of finding some of these guys around here too. Oh, there is one of those little guys there too. I like those. Oh, hey. That's nice. Look at this. A beautiful little pear whelk. Great color on him. Oh, he's fabulous. really nice. Heck yeah. Let's see if I can get this muscled into my bag too. Probably gonna block my camera, but I'm gonna have to figure something out because I'm not leaving that piece. It's awesome. Gosh, is that a whelk? It is. Woo, a pretty one too. Oh boy. So we picked up a really nice pear whelk and now a really nicely colored lightning whelk as well. Isn't that beautiful? Nice and dark. That golden yellow in there. Man, that's awesome. Yay! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now another thing this place is known for is all fossil rangia clams. About the only place we see those too. So maybe as we get around here a little further, we'll start seeing some of those guys. And there's a rangia clam right there. I think. Oh yeah. Oh, it looks a little torn up, but yes, that is a rangia clam. I'm sure we'll find more of those. Egmont is one of the places we find those at too, and there's usually loads of them here. Ooh, look. Old little tagulous shell, and that's a rangia right there. There's a rangia clam. Right on. Well, there's a fun crab claw. They do look like parrots' heads, don't they? Alright, little crab claw, you can come with us. Nice. And pick up some of this trash on the way back too. Golly, it's a mess. This isn't that people are being pigs. Nobody's been out here for months. This is storm debris and stuff that washed out of other people's places and all kinds of stuff. Oh, look how bright and pretty this one is. Wow, how cute. And a little Nassau and a calico clam. Oh boy. Wow. That's some really nice calico scallops, a calico clam, and a little bruised Nassau. Those are fun. Starting to see some fossil stuff out here, which is common for us here in Egmont. Ooh, look at those. Gorgeous little red hinged pair of coquinas. And a big old fossil oyster guy right there. Fossil rangias and surf clams. Starting to get into some more interesting stuff now. And you would expect that because we're moving from the bay side over to the gulf side of the island. Transitioning it now, and we're pretty much at the top here. Woo! And as the surf comes in, it's going to be pushing stuff at us, like it's doing right here. And look at how much. There's loads of littles. Look at that. A little spiny slipper, how tiny. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, little bitty calico. Oh, that's so sweet. Another one of these guys too. I love these little semolina seminoles. They're so cute. Yeah, some fun little tinies in here. Really, really colorful, fun little ones. There we have an olive that has critter in it still. I'm not sure if it's alive or not, so we're gonna leave him. But he sure is pretty. Let's leave him right where he was. Gosh, these scallops though. Are you kidding me? So gorgeous. And this might be the biggest Atlantic semele I've ever seen with insane, astonishing color. That's a white Atlantic simile. He's not very white, is he? He's very colorful and very beautiful. Oh, that's a special one. And here, the Sunray Venus clam that's hinged. Is it empty or is it not? No, somebody's home. I'm gonna leave you there too, pal. Cute little olive right here at my feet. Okay, fun. Yeah, let's take a good look at him. He's fantastic. Wow. What coloration on that. That is astonishing. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful simile shell. There's another rangia. Not really in great shape. Kind of broken over there. There's another one here. That's a piece of a fly speck seraph, little tiny one. And a hinged bigger coquina, which is lovely. And that is a fossil turret. Definitely a fossil, because we don't get them that big around here anymore modern day, that is for sure. I'm not taking it because we got a lot of better ones at home with that guy, but that's nice. And a little fly speck, he's cool. And there ain't a clam. Sweet. Whole lot of surf clams and calico scallops now that we're crossing over to the Gulf side. Look at the color on this too. And everything out here has this crazy Egmont color where things kind of have like a yellowy golden color to them. Even the oysters on here have like a yellowish color to them. Oh, look. Fighting conch washing up. And there's a nice base scallop. Well, is it nice? Yeah. It's in pretty decent shape. And that fighting conch is pretty cool too. He does have a bristleworm hole in him, but a really, really gorgeous lip. Oh, I'm having so much fun out here. Egmont Key. Sure is good to see you again. Ooh. Oh, he's broken across that back end. Oh, bummer. Look at the size of that guy. But he is missing a piece over here. I'm gonna leave that one there. Too many fun shells to take brokens today, really. Broken moon. Be nice to see a few more of those. And there's the first buttercup lucine I've spotted today. Hello. Oh, broken. Goodbye. Oh, wait a minute. A Morton's egg cockle. Wow. Oh gosh, I just dropped it. Oh gosh. Okay, I got it again. Look at the color in him. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And that's the palest yellow cockle I think I've seen in a long time. Look how pale. It is a yellow cockle. You can tell by the markings on it and the shape. He's very pale. Definitely fun to come out here and see stuff that we don't normally see, for sure. Getting to see a lot more of the rangias. They're all over the place now that we're transitioning over here to the Gulf side. They're now all over the place. Big sand dollar pieces too. And I suspect, since it's a little more shallow over here than it used to be, that if we were out in the water, we'd probably find them. Oh man. Okay, that's one of the nicer ones I've seen with that coloration. Ooh, nice big rangia. That's great. He's cool. And another pile of shells up ahead. And there's probably stuff up here too, and I haven't really looked because I've been combing the surf line, because as the tide rises I can't. So if we don't cut across the island, I'll check over here on the top. I see a lot of stuff mixed up in the sand, but a lot of it looks broken. Gives you an idea kind of here what we're looking at. These little pockets and voids, all this layering with small stuff. So yep, little erosion going on here out at Egmont. There it goes. Camera's acting a little crazy. Here's a nice fossil oyster right there. Look at that guy. That'd be a Pleistocene fossil. I believe they call that the leafy oyster. Really nice and small enough to carry, because most of these things are like door knockers. They're huge. So that's a great size on that. to bring home. Excellent, and loads more shells ahead. There's a buttercup that isn't broken, I think. Oh yeah. All right, first one of these today that doesn't have a crack in the back. Excellent. Beautiful little buttercup Lucine. Some really, really bright, pretty scallops out here. Gosh, look at this guy. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is a stunner of a rough scallop. Woo! Aren't you a beaut? Wow. That is lovely. Just beautiful. Look at that red. Golly. That's a little Docinia. Nice little Docinia. Pretty. That's pretty white scallop. That's like bright white. Wow. Super white. He's gorgeous. And there's Moon. Big moon snail. Awesome. That's fun stuff. Ooh, aren't you a beauty? Wow. Pop that oyster off. Well, most of it anyway. Not in perfect shape, but that color is grand. You know what? I'm keeping that and cutting that down because that color is so awesome. There's a nice Sunray Venus. Look at the lines on that guy. Ooh, that's lovely. Heck yeah. Great hinged Sunray Venus. Nice pattern, wow. You got a moon too? Nice. Hello, Moon. You're beautiful. And hey, a Murex and a couple of Tagulus shells. These are the stouts as opposed to the purplish Tagulus, which doesn't get quite as big as these guys. Those are really awesome. I'm gonna put these guys in the littles jar.
Yep.
A little Murex. I think he might be a fossil, honey.
I think so.
Get those guys put in the jar.
There's a limpet. Okay.
There sure is. Good eye. Lucky limpet. Oh, there's another. Right here. Yeah, look at this one. Okay, we both spotted lucky limpets within seconds of each other. I think that means we're about to find some good stuff. Limpets are lucky. Look at that crazy Venus clam all discolored with that red. And oh, there's a nice tinted Cantharus. Yeah. Nice good sized tinted Cantharus. He's great. Take both of those. Another gorgeous Atlantic simile. Beautiful colors on that too. And another pretty calico scallop. Got a fossil moon. Ooh, yeah. He's an old guy. Old fossil moon snail. That's cool. Now we're on a section of beach where a lot of fossils are kind of washing up. There's one of the old crazy oysters. And this one here, similar to a crown conch, but not. That guy's a fossil there. And mostly there, so I'm going to take him. Would you guys like a picture of all of you together?
Sure. Thank you.
Sure. Keep your eye open for shark's teeth out here too. There's not a lot of them, but there are some. I haven't yet, but the last time we were out here, I found a whole bunch. Mostly here finding shells. All right. Get everybody down on the nice same level here. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hang on, zooming in closer for a better shot. All right, that one's socials worthy right there.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, let's take a look at him. Yep, that looks like a piece of turtle shell there too. Very fun. And I found a couple more limpets, babe. They're telling us something. There's something good here. Ooh, that's a purplish tageless right there. Oh, how pretty that one would have been too. Wow. Hey, purplish tageless. Nice. All right. Finding lots of littles today. A lot of fun. And pretty purplish tageless in the jar. It's killing me not looking in this water. I'm not gonna lie. So much junk keeps getting washed in my shoes every time I attempt this, but I can see things in here. There goes a really pretty scallop, actually. Let's see if I can get it. Yes. You are a beauty. How lovely. And there's a nice scallop there. Lovely orangey peachy pink. Ooh. Pretty. There's a nice calico clam. Finally, one that isn't broken. Alright. Lovely. Lovely little calico. What?
Got a really nice well.
Did you get it? Yeah. Oh, what a cute little itty bitty one. Oh, he's adorable. That's nice. Huh. What? Oh, another purplish tageless and another. There's one there. There's one there. It's so fun. We're seeing some of these guys today. And oh, look at this. Another one of the Semolina Seminoles. I do love that little fossil. They're so cool. Nifty. Look at the size of this turkey wing. Wow. Man, he is cool. Still got periostracum on him on the edge. Look at that. That's what that stuff is. Leathery looking stuff on the edge of that. That's the periostracum for the turkey wing. Let's take a little bit of that off with my fingernail. Expose that nice chocolate edge. Oh yeah, that's a pretty one. He's great. I think I almost stepped on a limpet. There's another little lucky limpet. Oh boy. He's a little one. So limpets and more limpets today here. Always mean we find good stuff. Always. A lucky shell. Look at that beauty of a rough scallop. Oh yeah. Old guy too. Super, super cool. And a nice big jingle. Really nice one. So these are fun. Let's get them wet. Don't have to go too far. Oh yeah. Awesome. Very good. Here we got a little corrugate jewel box, a little tiny guy. How pretty. What is this? Looks like a simile. maybe an old one with some real crazy discoloration. I've really seen that color on one of them before. That's kind of wild. Oh, wow. It's either a really old big corrugate jewel box or maybe a leafy. That's super cool too. It's like its fun color. And this guy, he looks like a big fat simile. I did say I wanted some of those. Maybe we're getting close to where we can find some. There is an old piece of an Imperial Venus. Ooh. Another little turret. That's a fossil right there. And this one. Little baby princess Venus, I think. Well, actually it's kind of triangular. It looks more like Lady in Waiting. That's what I'm going to go with. Fun color on that. Both of those, some pretty fun finds. Right on. Oh gosh, look at that. That Sunray Venus clam is almost pink. Gosh. Oh, where'd it go? Is this it? Oh, he's broken. What a bummer. Surf orange calico clam there. And I bet you, if you dig, there's probably tons of stuff underneath sand. Oh yeah, look. Dig down and I'm hitting shells too. So there's stuff out here that you can't even see. Yay! A paper cockle! Oh! Awesome! A beautiful calico scout next to it too. But that is a paper cockle. Now since this is in that white and slightly tan, is it the broad or is it the spiny? Which they're both called spiny. I'm gonna go with spiny. Because broads seem like they're a little thicker in the ribs to me. And this is very fine detail. That's a beautiful, beautiful paper cockle. What a spectacular find out here on Egmont. That is pretty colorful little calico to go with them. Great stuff. There's a real beauty. Look at that. Another cool rough scallop. Oh, he's got a chip out of his top end. Man, that's a bummer because he's a nice one. Look at this guy. Nice auger. I haven't seen too many augers in Sarah's out here today, so that's kind of a fun find. And there's just stuff all over to check out. And that little itty bitty scallop. Oh my gosh, that's darling. So cute and little. And another auger right here. And another right there. Gosh, I hadn't seen any of these all morning. And now, there's a bunch of them. That's cool. Got some augers, and a teeny tiny little calico scallop, and a rough scallop. And it has a little ding in him, which is a bummer because he's so pretty. Oh well. Look at this, is a prickly cockle, all discolored with orange. That's wild. Yeah, there's some neat stuff here, and the colors on things are pretty cool. Different stuff, not a typical what we usually find kind of day. Oh, I dropped that baby scallop. No! Oh no. Okay. Get him back. There. All kinds of fun stuff out here. Reds and oranges, yellows, fun colors. Another white Atlantic simile. Now this is a little more typical of what we see for a white Atlantic simile, so that's nice. He's great. And that scallop with those orange stripes, wow. Oysters, I don't care. And boy, this sure does look like a piece of horse. An old one. Now these little guys here, these little oysters, these don't worry me. Because if I don't pop them off here, out here with my finger, my Dremel will do it. Yeah, these ones are on here good, so. But look at the colors on that. That guy's a stunner. Or at least he will be cleaned. Alright, colorful stuff all around me. Beautiful scallop. Really nice big auger. And a calico clam. And another corrugate jewel box. Everything is so super colorful here. Oof. With oranges and yellows on things. Oh my gosh, even the scallops are crazy bright. They're really nice. There's what I've been looking for. Oh my goodness, and that might be the biggest one of these I've ever found. A purplish simile, and look at it. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That is what I was looking for today. A really nice simile or two. Heck yeah. Beautiful purplish simile. Absolute stunner. Really nice and dark. Wow. That is fabulous. Wow. Just got that stunner of a simile. Well, I'll show it to you. That's pretty too. He's got some weirdness going on. He's a little deformed. I love a weirdo. You want to see it? Isn't that awesome? Oh, I like him. Him and that paper cockle. Some quality finds. And there's a little, this is a little slipper snail, that little Atlantic slipper snail, only he's super duper 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 discolored. But he is really nice. I don't ever find him this color. That's kind of great. Oh, I'm so happy I found that simile. It's so beautiful. That purple. Oh, maybe there's an orange one out here to go with it. That would be cool. Lots of shells behind us in the water. Oh, some pretty stuff just went skipping down and back up again. No. Ha! Wow. Alright, what I picked up I thought was going to be a scallop because of the color, but it wasn't. It was just one of those crazy discolored fossil Venus clams. I'm going to poke around in here and see if something else fun did get washed in. Oh, there's a moon. Hello, moon. Ah. Little guy. He's fun. And I hear ospreys cheeping away. Ah, this place is magic. I should probably check the time because I'm having so much fun that I've completely lost track of it. No idea what time it is. Oh, look at you. Oh my gosh. And there's another purplish tageless right there. And there's another little tiny calico clam. And there's a simile. Beautiful little simile shell. And look at this little guy. He's not quite the right shape for a simile either. I'm not sure what that is. I have to look this one up. precious though in that color. I like looking up a good mystery. And look at that. That's a little baby crown. Hi. Hello, crown conch. You're nice. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. It's your little baby crown conch. And the color of that guy. Hey. There's just so many pretty colors on things out here. It's just so different. Yeah, we don't see a lot of scallops that color. That's pretty special. Goodness gracious. Look at the colors on that cardita. Can't wait to wet that one and see it. That's pretty. There's all kinds of crazy stuff out here. And we're fixing to go through and see if that fossil pile that we found the last time we were here is actually still there. I don't know that it is. But our entrance to get to it would be over here. We got about an hour before we have to be back to the boat. It'll take us about that long to traverse this, I believe. So I'm gonna start heading over that way. You ready to cut through, honey?
Yeah, I think we need to. And
Yeah.
if we don't find anything, we can go back to right where we got off the boat.
Yep, because there was lots of cool stuff there too.
Definitely weird oysters.
Ooh. I don't know what that kind of oyster is. He's not one of the leafy ones. He's a different kind, but he's still neat. Got some ospreys up there. Did you find another shark's tooth? Sweet, babe. How big is he?
He falls through the scoop.
Oh, he's a little one. He's just a little guy. Little cutie pie shark tooth. Very successful trip out here today at Egmont. But boy, it sure does look different. I mean, those dunes got overtopped with feet of sand. The fossil pile we were looking for, buried. A lot of down tree debris, torn up sea grape.
Right there.
Is it?
That's where it was.
Can we get to it?
Yeah, right around the corner here. But it looks buried too.
It does kind of. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe not. Who knows? Let's check. It's on our way. I would love to be able to come out here and spend longer.
Yeah.
And get dropped off on the Gulf side instead of the bay side. Save all this walking. Wow, a lot of sand got pushed into here. Holy smokes. Yep. Is there fossils over there on that?
There might be.
It looks like it.
That's all buried.
This is all buried. Our secret squirrel fossil pile that we came out to last time is buried with what looks like feet, not inches, feet of sand. Beautiful ospreys up there with their nests. Man, they're beautiful. Hello, ospreys. Hi. Man, it looks a lot different out here with all this extra sand piled up and moved around. The old ghost village is still here. All that was left of it basically was concrete piers and brick fireplaces anyway, but very different. Well, I guess that tells you how far in the water washed into here. That's bonkers. I'm thinking that probably needs to be somewhere where boats go. Thinking it's a little far from home. Holy crap. Jeez. And I mean, these are not lightweight, really. I mean, you know, I can move it, but we can't carry that. We can't drag that. Man, one lightning strike out here and because look at it. Well, historically, yeah, the one they were telling us.
No.
Wasn't there one out here last summer?
Yeah.
Before the... Hi. Yeah, there's all kinds of fire tinder now. Wow. Guess I'm going under. Woo. Yeah, Egmont is a little crazy. Here we are. There's the lighthouse. I don't think we're allowed in it. Yeah, pretty crazy out here on Egmont. Someone's tube and someone's canoe. Flagpole got thrashed. Huh. Gosh. Oh my gosh, is it full? Holy smokes, babe. Nice big fat old whelk. Way in here by the lighthouse even. Dang. That's John's trip maker. He wanted fossils today. And I got my trip maker because I wanted some purplish similes, and I got a stunning purple simile and a paper cockle and some other really cool stuff. We've had a lot of fun out here. I can tell. It's the only part that's white.
God, is it gonna be home?
Whoa, baby. Big old busy con. That's a nice one. Wow.
Pretty nice.
Boy, there you go. Don't put it in your bag though. You'll smash all your banded mystery snails and ram's horns. And 3 shark's teeth too. Pretty good little run out here. Feels good to be back to Egmont. Nice to see that it is back open after the beating it took out here. Now, at the time we were here, I didn't know this until, after we had already been out here to Egmont, but the entire island had gone at one point underwater, and a gopher tortoise population that was living on Egmont is now over at Fort Desoto. So yeah, it got beat up out there at the mouth of the bay pretty hard. Okay. We made it back. I know. Well, truthfully, if there had been fossils in that pile that we were looking for, we would have been late. Oh, look.
Murex.
An apple murex and a nice one.
Cool.
That's a great little shell. Awesome. Whew. Big crazy jingle.
Oh, wow.
Jeez Louise, those are coming up high. All right, that's gonna be the last shell I picked up today, actually, right here. Not sure what that is. That's pretty strange. Take that with me too. And that's an alternate talon. It's the first one I've seen of them out here today on Egmont Key. And the last thing that I will pick up. Our boat is here. Waiting for all of us to get back on it. And what a fun time we had out here at Egmont Key. Yeah, they're way off. Oh, wow.
The grass flats.
Too shallow for us to chase, guess.
But they might meet us.
They might come see us.
Yeah, they might meet us. Nice spot, though. Seriously, that's like a super camping like that.
That works about 50% of the time. The dolphin call.
Good call.
Hey, coming right at.
There's two of them.
You can see the ships in the water.
Alright, just a little dolphin education for you guys.
Oh,
First, a
cool.
little tip. If you're trying to get a photo, sometimes the best thing to do is leave your phone in video mode, and then you can screenshot any frame you'd like. These are Atlantic bottlenose dolphin. They've got a lifespan out here of about 40 to 50 years. They can swim up to around 20 miles an hour, hold their breath for about 12 minutes, and even dive down to about 1,500 foot of water. Their dorsal fins, that's the one on top, are like our fingerprints. There's not one that's the same. That's a lot of locals and researchers tell them apart, even give them a name sometimes. And by the way, guys, they love cheerleaders. They're just as curious as we are.
Hi, guys.
People watch.
Come
just as
and
much
say
as we
hi.
Dolphin watch. So talk to them. I'm not kidding. Clap. Hit on the side of the boat. I had a guy one time, right? Swear. Screaming off. Yeah, Zippy was there screaming off the side of the boat, waving his hands up in the air. Jump, dolphin, jump. Kid you not. Dolphin,
Oh,
jump.
wow, right by us. Oh, boy.
Males get up to about 1,200 pounds. Females anywhere from 400 to 600. When they sleep, half their brain stays awake, so they can still come up and surface for air.
There, right there, literally right there.
She said literally there.
I mean, like 20 feet from us. Heading that way. There. Well, off they go. See you later, guys. Oh! That was spectacular. Hi! Now they are. Woo!
They heard me when I said jump earlier.
That was bomb. That was awesome. Straight ahead, 12 o'clock. There. Oh gosh, right in front of us. Do it again, guys. Oh, they found something to eat. They're thrashing a little.
Where you go? I wish I could follow them. Back to the shallows they go.
Oh. Hey, they gave us a great show, though. The jumps
Their
and
belly
the...
right now is probably touching the grass or the sand. That's how shallow that area is. Wow. Believe it or not, we've had a dolphin chase a fish up on one of the boat ramps. He was chasing a sheep's head, went up, curved, and went right back down.
So cool.
All right, cool.
Thanks, guys. That was so cool of them. Oh, I can't believe they jumped for us 3 times. That was awesome. Oh, how fun was that? I just love Egmont Key. It's just so different from every other place that we go, with the different stuff we find and the fossil shells and the cool similes, because that's not the first time I found awesome similes there. But that purple was a stunner, wasn't it? Oh, that was just too cool. Too cool. And oh, I wish it had come out better on camera, but kind of had a lot of heads and shoulders in the way there, so the camera, I could see it. But typically when I'm wearing my camera on my necklace, this is about where it sits. So my eyes are a bit higher than where my lens would be, so I could see it, but I couldn't catch it with the camera, unfortunately, because there's just too much in the way. But those dolphins put on a ridiculous show. They were jumping up out of the water, and oh my gosh. So, manatees, dolphins, and fossils, and cool shells. Mwah, Egmont. Stunning. So yes, I know I owe you a shell ID from the pass-a-grille trip. Unfortunately, it's been raining here in Florida for days now. So I haven't been able to sit outside and actually film doing this, because along with that rain, there's been a healthy amount of lightning to go with it too, around here at least. So I will get that done. In the meantime, I'll see what else I've got up my bag of tricks for you to show you another fun adventure for next week. And remember, if you want to have adventures like these, then you know what you need to do. Get out there and go shelling! So stay tuned to the channel for an update. I'll probably post something in my community tab to kind of let you know what's coming. Don't forget about the coloring contest. I'll link some information about that in the description of the video as well. And when we get to the end, just watch up here for a couple of links to some playlists, because these are the adventures that YouTube thinks you would like to see next. Thanks so much for joining us on this fun fossil and manatee-filled adventure, and we'll see you again next week right here from the beach.